Guys, Matt Tolbers. Today we're going to review an adjustable weight bench. This one is actually around 160 bucks, but I think a lot of people will like this bench. It's foldable, like really foldable. I've never seen a weight bench so foldable. It only weighs 26 pounds, so anybody can basically carry this thing. And it has decline all the way to straight 90 degrees or 85 degrees. So let's check this thing out. All right, guys, I'm gonna show you around for the quality kind of, and then I kind of talk about some statistics of this thing. Up close here, it's got that fake leather, very smooth. The logo, FlyBird, is very nice. It's on there well, doesn't seem like it's gonna really wear off. Here's a little angle of the stitching. Looks pretty good for a $160 bench. I would say this is very nice for a $160 bench from what I'm seeing. The powder coat on it is decent, but it's not super thick. So I can already tell that this sliding up and down and the pins eventually is going to start, you're going to start to probably see some metal, bare metal. But it is what it is, you know, it's just a bench. So it does have these hard plastic foot things that do grip the ground very well, but it does not have wheels, but it does not need them because it only weighs 26 pounds. It's extremely light, easy to lift. Like when you get heavier benches like Inspire Fitness SCS or the Rep AB 5000, which is like 117 pound bench, then you need wheels, but this thing you don't need it. So it does have this little footrest, has two options, different heights, and just unscrew it on the bottom. It pulls right out, and then you stick it in again and just screw it in, depending on how long your legs are, your height, or whatever. This thing has 3 pin spots right here and 7 there from 85 degrees down to a very deep decline, and then there's like a less decline, more of a regular decline. You also got, that has a pretty minimal gap. The camera might make it look a little big, but I'd say that's about a 2-inch gap. I could measure it. I have not measured it, but it's not that aggressive. There's a lot of benches with much worse gaps. So yeah, this is in a flat position. As you can see, I will show you guys it folded here in 1 sec. So it comes with this little pin. When you want to fold it up, you have to take this out. But once you're done folding it up, you put this back in so that it stays structurally, you know, intact. You don't want this thing folding up on you. So obviously this is there for support. It does feel like you could sit on that fine without this, but I definitely wouldn't do it. So don't forget to put this in. It actually is a pretty nice solid pin. It's got that little ball thing to keep it from, you know, sliding back out, which you would not want, obviously. And also I wanted to say, anytime you have these type of pin ones, guys, make sure that this is in there. Always go like this. Make sure it's seated in there because you don't want it like that. Somehow, some way, it's this one. It hasn't felt like it's even tried to do that, but I've heard issues where people sometimes they don't have them all the way in, then they go to sit on this, and then they say they start benching, and then bam, it slams. So those type of ones don't really do that, which is nice. These ones do. So I'm just giving you a heads up. Anytime you get these pin ones, make sure that thing is fully secured in there because nobody's trying to get hurt. All right, I'm going to try to show you guys. Like I said, I took this out, so now I'm going to show you guys me fold it up here quick. The pin is out. All you do now to fold it up is you just pull this, drop that down, take this, drop that down, and then just pick it up like this. Take the pin, stick it in here so that it can't re-lock open, and you're good to go. Now you can bring, there's a little handle, you can kind of carry it and bring it and set it wherever you want in your house. It could tip over, it's possible it can tip over, but it feels pretty secure if you just put it next to something, or you can slide it under your bed, or I mean, that's about as compact as a bench will get, guys. 9 inches off the ground. Look at that. That is actually pretty awesome, I ain't gonna lie. So people that don't have a lot of room, I mean, that'll fit in a closet, that'll fit under a bed. 9 inches, I mean, most people that can fit under your bed. So I just think that's pretty awesome. I'm gonna try to show you guys me putting it back together real quick, but it's extremely simple to put back together also. I'll show you just put it back. I mean, you can have it laying down, you just pick it up like this, take the pin out. That's the first thing you gotta do is take the pin out, and then watch. Bam. Now one more thing. We gotta put this in there. Now we're good to go. Look at that. how easy that was. Let's do it again. Oh, put the pin in there. Good to go. This thing is 21 inches off the ground, which is pretty high for a weight bench. That is my AB 5000 is 18 inches off the ground. My Inspire Fitness SCS is 19 inches off the ground. So even my taller bench, this is still 2 inches taller. So for me, my height, I'm 6'1". I still can put my feet on the ground fairly well, no issues. But for somebody shorter than that, I do have a solution. I'll show you quick here. What I would personally do, I mean, these things are pretty cheap. It's just called the step. This is if you want your feet on the ground. Either put this back there or put it right here. The reason you do that is so that you can put your feet on here. And this thing's good 4 inches off the ground. And now when you lay back, your feet are flat. I'm not going to bore you with all the angles. Like I said, there's 7 different angles. But here's your shoulder press angle. You're like 85 degree. Then we got an aggressive incline, almost shoulders right there. Then we got your more regular incline. And you got your foot thing, so it keeps you hooked under there nice. This is a good angle here. There's another incline. This is actually probably your regular incline. So there's some pretty aggressive incline angles. This seems like more of a regular incline, but some people might like it to step up. There's your flat. Here's the regular decline angle. I think that's pretty good angle for decline. Maybe not quite as steep as I was like. And then the next one is basically all the way down where you could do some ab work. Something that I do with the adjustable benches. I've done this to work abs. I know the angle looks pretty crazy. It kind of is, but it actually feels really secure, and you do feel a weight still on there. So it doesn't feel like you're gonna tip back even though it looks like it. I use a step and I use these extra add-ons. I do have some more if I wanted more height or whatever, but I used to do this all the time before I got the AB 5000 with different benches. For a $160 bench, this actually feels extremely secure. I'm a 220 pound guy. And I haven't been able to lift in over a month, basically. I lifted like a couple times, like really lightweight. So don't judge, Joe. I'm feeling weak, and then, you know, got a little extra cushion for the winter because can't really work out till January with how much we work. Guys, so this is my final thoughts on the FlyBird foldable adjustable weight bench. This thing is awesome. We're talking $160 bench, guys. For me, the quality is actually extremely well. It's rated at 620 pounds. Do I think it could hold 620 pounds, no issue? Maybe. I weigh 220 pounds, and when I'm actually lifting, I can bench like 315 for like a few reps. So, you know, that's what, 535 pounds. That's about the most I would personally push on this. Not because I necessarily think the metal couldn't handle it. This is my concerns with this bench. If you're definitely not a heavy power lifter, and I would not say this is a commercial grade, but for a home gym, somebody that doesn't lift crazy amounts of weight, I think this is awesome. But here's my issues with this FlyBird bench. There's wood in here, right? Underneath this 2-inch padding. Well, I measured it. This wood under here is 1/2 inch, okay? The wood under something that's 1,000 pound capacity, I measured this. This is 1 inch, okay? So it's twice as thick, the wood. Now under these type of benches, you probably can't see, but this is metal, right? So it comes out pretty far. Here there's a decent lip, probably like a 4.5 inch gap right there. But basically they cover more area, especially probably the AB 5000, which is a ridiculous bench. As you can see how that takes up, it goes all the way out here, and then has these extra things that come out. And this one is 1 inch also, okay? So this is 1/2 as thick of wood. Now, you look under here, there's no those supporting brackets that come out on this one. And also, there's none here. And I didn't measure. Here it's 3 inches of wood that comes out. Here it's 4 inches. The scariest part about this bench, sorry for not getting good angles, guys, would be right here. There's like 4 inches of just wood that's 1/2 inch. What I'm seeing is if you sat on the edge of this with your weight enough times, or say you drop down quickly with your butt, I think this could break. It would start cracking and breaking. That is the weakness of this bench, in my opinion, guys. Hopefully this video was helpful of this FlyBird adjustable weight bench. The reason I got this is because it's the most popular bench on Amazon, rated 4.5 stars. So that's why I got it. For the price, I think this is actually a really, really good bench. It's just that wood is a little iffy for me. I could see that breaking. That would be the weakness of this bench for sure. I don't think it's the metal, I think it's that wood. So be careful sitting on the edges of this seat. That's where I feel like it would break. So, but yeah, I think it's a good buy for most people at that price point. But if you obviously got some more money, you can get into the more 300s, 400s. Especially if you can get into like the 600s, 700s. There's some definitely better benches, a lot more solid that probably will never break. But they're way heavier and they're not foldable in any way close to this. So if this was helpful, guys, leave a like. I'd appreciate it. Subscribe if you want to, because I got tons of videos coming. I actually have 2 more benches. Really good benches, I think, that I'm going to be reviewing here soon. Work's just crazy. I work for UPS, as I was saying, so I'm not able to lift right now, and that's why it's harder for me to put out videos, but I'm just going to try to put them out and get it done. So, all right, guys, see you in the next video. Peace.